We survived the night 42 blood moon, but the real danger just started. Version 2.5 changed everything, and now we can't even enter a new biome without the right gear. How you doing? I'm Rebel, and welcome back to 7 Days. We're on day 43 coming off our brutal blood moon, and my original plan was to scout out a new location and start building up a new crafting and horde base. But with the 2.5 biome mechanics, that plan is officially on hold. Without thermal gear, surviving outside the pine forest just isn't an option. So today, the goal is clear. Find the gear, adapt to the update, keep this empire moving forward. Let's get going. So for those of you with a keen eye, you'll notice that some time is a little bit different. Time is missing. Oh, I'm thirsty. I did spend some time off camera since I was planning a huge base move. I spent some time off camera harvesting up resources. I got tons of flowers. I got a little bit of water from the water collectors, some sand, some oil shale. I had planned on doing a huge base build, so I think for right now that's going to be on hold. Right now, I think the goal is to get that thermal gear so that we can survive in the desert. That's my plan, is I want to move over to the desert. So I want to get that thermal gear. If we go to the desert right now, we can go there and we won't take a damage penalty, but then we'll become sweltering, and I think the heat stroke and sweltering are the two effects that can happen to us, and we can't have that. So the plan is to get the thermal gear, and I think what I'm gonna do is head over to Rekt once he opens up and do a couple missions for him. Yeah, you can't craft the thermal gear, but there is some mod that you can get. I forgot what it was called, and of course I can't find it now. All right, I just did some digging. It is not a craftable item. It's the thermal insulated mod or something like that. That's why I couldn't find it. While I was out digging, nothing extraordinary happened. Nothing insane happened. I built a little mine. We did get a storm, but we built a little mine shaft around my oil mine just so that we wouldn't be affected by the storm. While we're sitting here waiting, we can take a look. Maybe we can craft the apiary. Is that worth it? Oh, we don't have any beeswax. That's actually reasonable. Other than the beeswax, wood, nails, forged iron, and duct tape. Let's get that organized. One of the other things that I did is I took a lot of our meat. We had a lot. I heard there was gonna be a new problem with meat where it had a smell to it. And it's only after you eat it, so I'm not worried about holding on to this stuff right now. But yeah, there was a problem with not a problem, like a new mechanic with the meat. When you eat the meat, the smell mechanic comes back. So I took all of the meat instantly and packaged all of it up. I don't know if that's gonna help us or hurt us. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm thinking about making the robotic turret, but that takes 120 forged steel, and we don't have the Crucible yet. How many kills are we away from getting the Crucible? We're right there, 4. That's all we need. These are our armor sets, and then we have a clothing set that we need to find. That's kind of what we're looking for. And then this is our survival gear for the different biomes. So we can go into the different biomes, but without this survival gear, we actually still take a slight, it's not damage, it's like a debuff or a nerf. However you want to say it. What the heck? Murky water can only be stacked in 10. I had it as a stack of 42, and it just separated it for me. Thanks. Rather, it stayed at 42. Appreciate it, though. Food. I don't want to eat any canned food. We're gonna go bacon and eggs. We're gonna have to cook some of these pretty soon. Some of this raw meat. And yeah, see, now I'm stinky. What the heck? Smell distance 50. Oh, we're reeking. I do know that if you jump in a body, yeah, clown's coming out to play. I know that if you jump in a body of water while you're stinking, it completely gets rid of your smell. I don't think there's a body of water around here. There's a little tiny itty bitty creek that I can drink from, but that's it. Yeah, right here is a little tiny itty bitty creek. I don't think it's deep enough for me to dive into. All right, we're just gonna stink for a little bit, I guess. When we come across a body of water, we'll take care of it. Yeah, I think we're gonna need some more concrete, so we're gonna go ahead and craft up this cement. We're running real low on stone, actually. Most of our supplies went towards this cement right here. We still have 2,000. That's all of our stone, though. I also did the oil shale, but the I don't want to start up the chem station until we're leaving. Once we're like gonna hit the road, I'm gonna take the oil shale and make some more gas cans, which is actually right about now. We're about leaving. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before a screamer shows up. How much gas do we got in the bike? 29%. Might have to wrench a car or two. Head over to Rekt, get a mission done. Hopefully we find some of this thermal gear. I don't know, we might get lucky. Probably not.
Trader Rekt is now open. We got food and wares. You got the money.
Thanks, Rekt. How you doing, Rekt? What's up, Grumpy Pants?
Drink all the coffee, I'll kill you.
Put your dukes up. This is something else that was new. They added Savage Country, which is 1.1 miles away, kilometers away. Coleman's Drive-In, 1.3. Mason Farms. There were supposed to be like 3 close, 1 medium, and then 3 far. They all kind of seem pretty far to me. What do we need the most? We need Savage Country for the clothing. We're gonna do that.
Let's make a pact. You do something for me, and maybe I won't kill you.
We just learned that a swarm of infested zombies has wiped out our team at Savage Country. Gather up all your weapons and go kick some zombie butt. I will try.
You better not f this up, or I'll cut your throat.
Relax. Alright, this is a tier 4 infested that we're heading to, so I very highly doubt it's just going to be a real quick in and out mission, but we're going to try to get through it as quick as we can. Hopefully being able to find all of the supplies that we need. I don't know if you noticed it, but like there was a pillar right here, like a wood pillar. If you could see it, it spawned in, but it wasn't actually there. It really confused me, and it was our pillar for when we took down the light pole. That shouldn't be there. I took all those blocks away. I very highly doubt we're gonna get the apiary built today, just for the mere fact that those 5 beeswax, from what I heard, it is a pain to collect all of those. Not impossible, but you get them from tree stumps and you get them from taking out the rancher. And since we're not gonna be in the desert, likelihood of him being around isn't very high. Here we are. How you doing, Mo? Come here, buddy. Take care of you before you give me a problem. Crazy zombies. Take a look around, see if there's anything interesting around the outside. I'm wondering if eggs give you smell. Keep an eye on that. How you doing, buddy? See ya. Oh, we have 4 skill points to spend. Maybe we should do that before we start this mission up, just so that we get a little bit of extra boost when we're going through here. All right, not much on the outskirts. All right, now the skill points. We have 4. I was actually thinking about one of the perks going into Lucky Looter, because we have 3, and this one adds, you seem to be blessed with finding great loot everywhere you look, adds 20% loot to the loot bonus, and looting is 60% faster. I don't really care about the looting faster. 20% loot bonus is kind of nice. Yeah, I think it's worth it. All right, because we've been doing a lot of shooting and running away from zombies, I think this run and gun might help us too. I'm gonna do one of those. And I wasn't planning on going this route. I'm not a huge fan of the stun baton, just because once you get it like completely maxed out, like I have a legendary stun baton, so I can't really craft anything, but with the perks, you can get up to 50% chance to dismember with stun batons, and robotic turrets deal 300% headshot damage. And there is another perk, if you max it out, that has the stun baton always ready to go. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. I only have 1 skill point left. Electrocutioner? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it into Electrocutioner. All batons deal 20% more damage. Stun batons electrify victims 40% longer. Stamina costs are reduced by 15% and 30% for power attacks. Find more batons and parts in loot. I don't really need the batons or parts, but that's what we're gonna go with. Skill points spent. Start up this mission. Already. Breaking stuff. And they're just tearing stuff apart in there. Oh, they're up top. Doing all right? Floating in the air there? How you doing, buddy? Need some help? Get back in there. Yeah, that 40% longer stun baton time is kind of nice. Come on out, buddy. Really? Mannequin in your way? Happy? You're just recharging your health. I don't want that. Thank you. It's one of the reasons why I don't like the stun baton, just because it's so loud all the time. See a cop over there. Yeah, there's definitely a cop in there. We need to get that cop. We need to kill badly. Come on out. We wake you guys up. There's a feral white. And another cop. Got him. Now to the white. Gotta get that white out. And the biker. He's not down. White, he's not down. Now he is. That's a big problem solved right there. Taking them out one by one. Haven't even made it in the door yet. You should be swiping at me. Hey. Darlene. I hear somebody running up beside me. Another cop. I knew I was gonna take that hit. I'm just kind of letting the cop go. I don't want to hit him yet. If I hit that cop and he blows up, I'm in trouble. Another hit. Come on, hit him. 3 cops down. Nurse, go away. Takes care of the infection. I got nothing for an abrasion. I guess I can use one of these, huh? Health? Yeah, our health is 97. Use one of those, heal up a little bit. Let's actually do some looting. Think. Yeah, these are some of the gloves that we needed. An item that we needed to go into the other biomes. That's what I was hoping for. There's another one. Thank the Lord. I'd still like that, the mod, the thermal mod. Book that we don't need. Yeah, I'd still like that thermal mod, because I think the thermal mod is far better than the actual, like the Under Armour, or whatever you want to call it. But that's the reason we chose Savage Country, was because I was hoping to get some of these clothing items. I saw that zombie, or that mannequin out of the corner of my eye, and it scared me. Come on, White. I heard a White. There you are, buddy. Nobody's surrounding me. Nobody's coming up behind me. Sir. Kick rocks. I hate whites. Ah! Should have saw that coming. That's a lot of ferals. Come on, White, where you at? Open, please. Thank you. Shotgun. Let's go with the shotgun on this one. Yeah, shotgun's the way to go. Come on. I got this. Mama jumping around like a monkey. I heard a cop. I swear I heard another cop. Yeah, I did. No. Go ahead, spit. Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. You gotta go. We got the cop zombie challenge complete, so now we should be able to get Crucible. We did also get the thermal gear we were looking for, at least most of it. I think there's one piece that we're still missing. So we're gonna wear this cold liner. We got the worst patchwork gloves and the worst patchwork socks, I think. So if we go to our character model, clothing, yeah, we're just looking for the outfit now, but yeah, we have a little bit better heat and cold resistant. It's not much, but it's better than what we had. All right, make some room for loot, because I think we just have one room left to explore. One more set of zombies to take care of. You're not on the list, ma'am. Yeah, one more set of zombies. And then that should be it. So just you? Are you the lone survivor? Ma'am, congratulations, you win. She was. All right, let's get this loot. This right here was what we were after. Oh, a Santa hat. Gives us an 8% loot bonus. That's kind of big. Forge ahead book. Yeah, we were after all this stuff. I think that is officially everything. I don't see anything. I hear you, buddy. Little, what's it? Steve, the half Steves. How you doing, buddy? Sorry you're dealing with that. Nothing else I can do to help you. We did get a massive amount of good loot out of that place. We got all of the gloves that we were looking for. This right here, this cloth insulated armor mod. Do we have a spot modify? Hey, we got a spot for it. Put it right in there. That'll help us out. Definitely need to find some better gloves. I didn't realize we were still using level 2 scavenger gloves. When we head back to base, we're gonna take a look. Can't go, hey, a magazine. That's a good magazine too. Firing magazine. 41 of 100. I figured we would test out this third-person camera. I'm not a huge fan of third-person cameras. I much prefer first-person. How you doing, Twitchy Tom? I much prefer first-person, but we'll take a look at it. See how it actually works out. I doubt we're gonna be doing any fighting with it because, from what I understand, fighting in third-person, it's hard to judge distances, and my aim's already bad enough. Don't need to be doing anything that's making it worse. Do see that saw a tree stump. Animations are good. They're on point for the game. Another tree stump out there. Do I just start harvesting tree stumps for the day? 4:05, we got a little bit of time. Hey, we finally got the challenge, harvest honey. Off camera, I did a whole lot of harvesting of flowers, and I didn't know what like the new cosmetics we were gonna need. I knew we were gonna need some sort of like weather mechanic, like clothing mechanic for the weather. That's what I meant to say. And so I did a whole lot of harvesting up. I should probably be using my knife here. So I did a whole lot of like I found like a big patchy area like this that had a lot of flowers in it, and I went nuts. Started harvesting up every single flower I could find just because I didn't know what we were gonna need. So far, no beeswax though. I think for beeswax, we're gonna end up having to go to the desert and finding a bunch of those ranchers, because every once in a blue moon, the ranchers drop beeswax. I think that's probably a more reliable way to actually get the honey. Who knows though? Could be completely wrong. Or to get the beeswax, not honey. The reason why I did all that flower harvesting is because I was actually looking for cotton. And that's how it started. So I got into an area, found some cotton, and I was like just getting the cotton. Then I was like, you know what? I'm here. Why am I wasting my time just getting the cotton? I might as well go through, clear out the area of all of the other flowers that I could find, because we're gonna end up needing them eventually. All right, I don't see any more tree stumps in the area, and we got a bunch of flowers that we harvested up. Yeah, let's head back to Rekt. I want to make sure we return this mission before he closes so we can get the Crucible running, so we can get the steel crafting. I just realized how close we were to our base, so I figured rather than going straight to Rekt, drop off some of this loot that I know I'm not going to sell, and then head over there to get my reward. That way I can actually get, let's get out of this third person. That way I can actually get the steel rolling. I still have all of the loot that's in the motorcycle to sort through, but I got all of my inventory, all of my personal inventory sorted. I probably actually, now that I'm thinking about it, probably should have grabbed all of, I have a storage box in our crafting base that's just loaded. Not loaded. It's got a bunch of magazines, a bunch of stuff that I could sell. Stuff that I've already read and stuff that I'm not going to use. I didn't grab it. I should have. I wanted to make sure that I have room for this. Redeem. And I guess I can redeem that too. And honey.
Oh, how's my favorite doing tonight?
I'm doing better than you, apparently.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals. Got it?
Alright, for clearing the infested, we get a retracting stock mod, a big hitters magazine. Check out all the latest in clubs, bats, sport, home defense, gang war. Nah. Flaming crossbow ammo would be cool. We're going with the concrete mix since we are eventually going to do a huge base move. Now, the Cop Slayer. We can get a water filter, super corn recipe, which we already have, one solar cell. That is actually piquing my interest. But we're gonna get the Crucible. The solar cell is like 20,000 dukes, and if you try to sell it to him, he only gives you like 100 for it. 100 like total dukes. Yeah, we're definitely going with the Crucible. Inventory.
Decide already. Just get the fuck out of here.
Thanks, Rekt. Appreciate it, buddy. I don't plan on sticking around. All right, let's get back home. Let's get this Crucible added into our inventory, or into our cement forge. Into our forge. Let's get some steel crafting. Finally, day 44, just now getting steel. Home, sweet home. Forge. Are you still doing stuff? You are. All right, that means we need more iron. Well, I just so happen to have a butt ton more. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode, and honestly, it was a huge day. We got a ton of harvesting done. Iron, stone, oil shale, and sand all stocked up. We knocked out a tier 4 quest for Rekt at Savage Country and scraped it clean. We found most of the thermal gear we were hunting for, which means we can finally start venturing out into other biomes again without taking a penalty. And to top it all off, we completed the challenge that unlocked the Crucible. The Steel Age has officially begun. There's no putting it off anymore. In the next episode, we have to find a location for a brand new horde base. The church horde base has officially retired, and it's time to move on to something stronger, something built for what's coming next. If you like the episode or have any tips on what I should be focusing on next, you know the rest of the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, I'm out of here.